Okay, right, so we're going to do part 2 of the PS2 games, or my collection, whatever you want to call it. So we got about halfway through last time, so like I said, my collection's not massive like some people's, but I've only been recollecting these for a short amount of time, so and I do tend to really go for games that I want. Occasionally I will pick up others that I think are interesting, but I'm not one of these guys that has to have them all. You know, I haven't got the room for it anyway. I live in a flat, you know, so, and I collect on many different platforms as well. So it's always made more sense to me to just pick up the ones that I want to play or have played, the ones I have nostalgia for, because otherwise you're only going to be stuck to that one thing then. And like I say, I collect over multiple platforms. So, right, okay, let's get into it. Where did we leave off? Right, okay. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, I think every PS2 collector's probably got this. Because, let's be honest, it's Star Wars and they released loads of these. So, it's not a hard game to find. You can find it pretty much everywhere. And again, I'd say that's probably a game that hasn't really aged very well as well. Midway Treasures. This is another one that's fairly pricey these days. It's classic games from Midway, obviously. Yeah, I mean, for example, you got the old Spy Hunter, Defender, Gauntlet, you know, this, and there's a lot of them on here as well. Well worth getting hold of, though. I mean, you'll probably pay, should be, I would have thought it'd be under a tenner these days, should be. And you get, how many games are on here? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 24 games. So that's not bad, is it, for that price? That's actually pretty good. So, yeah. I'll double check that. Because, yeah, it is 24. Yeah. I didn't think it was that many when I last loaded that up. Commandos 2. A bit battered along the top. This was a Music Magpie. But if I'm honest, you know, the disc is in good nick. The manual's a little bit sorry, but, you know, it's all there. NBA Street. Now, I do like basketball games, and NBA Street is probably the better ones I find myself. I like that style of gaming. I was a big fan of the NBA Jam, and on that you could do sort of like street sessions and that as well. So, yep, so that's that one. Another Music Magpie pickup. This one I got off my friend, in with a few of the others I showed you in the last part. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. At some point I'm going to show Connor this because he likes to nick my Grand Theft Auto 5. And I want to show him this one because obviously it's a lot older looking. I just want to see his reaction when he sees what it was like. Right, okay. Spy Hunter. And this one, I like the original, so I picked this up. And again, this is another one I haven't got a chance to play yet. So I'm going to set this one aside and correct that. So I've got a few days coming up, so I'll be able to crack on with that. Right, now I've just noticed Need for Speed Underground again. Yeah, that's right. I kept the manual in the case because this was the one that came with the PS2. The disc was battered. So I kept hold of all the rest just in case anybody out in the community was after a case. So I'll put that aside because if I ever end up on, say, Swap Shop or something, I'll use that. I'm sure there's probably somebody out there that needs a case upgrade or whatever. Right, now this one I really enjoy. Splashdown. I've done a video on this. This one's great. This is a really good game. No manual, unfortunately. You can't have everything though. And probably the reason this is a good game is because it's made by our old friends from Atari. Yeah, this is a very arcade sort of feel to it. But let's be honest, it's Atari, so that, you know, it's in their wheelhouse, isn't it? Yeah, so obviously it's jet ski racing, and it's really good. I had this recommended to me, I think by, I think it was Game Zone Bird Room. Sure it was. And it was like, oh, it's a really good game. So I picked it up and I wasn't disappointed with this at all. I sat on this for ages playing it. It's really good. And it's just one of them you can keep going back to. And also, you know, if you've got someone to play co-op with, I mean, it's good fun racing each other. You can have a good laugh with this. So this one's really good. And I say this one because there's another one coming along that people do like, but I hate. So yeah, that's Splashdown. But Ugly Martians, Zoom or Doom. Now, I remember there was a cartoon years back, and it's a racer, so I thought, you know, it's probably along the lines of Mario Kart, you know. And I'll be honest, it's all right. It's not the best racer you've ever played, but it's all right. Whatever you do, if you do get hold of it, just don't pay a lot of money for it, because it's not worth paying too much for. It's all right, and it's fairly funny to play, but it's not the best racer you've ever had to go on. So it's not something I'd say is awful anyway, let's put it that way. Right, now, I've just noticed that I've now got another Need for Speed Carbon, but I haven't. Ah, right, yes, this was another one that was battered, that's right. So I chucked the disc, and I've got the case and the manual still left. So yeah, it's another one for the old swap shop if I end up on there at any point. So I'll keep that aside. Midway Treasures 2. Apparently it was $9.99 in a sale, and originally $14.99 before that. Another great collection of games, this one. If you want to get hold of this, it's worth getting. I think this was another Music Magpie. Again, it's in fantastic condition. Right, now remember I said that there's one that's a jet ski riding game that some people like, but I'm not a fan of? Well, here we go. That's the one there. Jet ski riders. Can't stand this game. Terrible game. In my opinion, the camera views, the controls, it's all god awful, if I'm honest. Not a fan of that at all. So, yeah, I'm going to put that one down because I don't like it. Sound about 5 then, didn't I? Don't like it. Don't like it. So, Micro Machines V4. I do like my Micro Machines games, so, you know, made sense to get it. Again, disc, manual. Fantastic game, this one. Really good. And I'll put that aside because I want to have another go on it. Right, so this one, I've got to be honest, I wasn't aware of this really until Eddie mentioned it. Eddie from Rollercore on his channel. And when I saw that, I mean, I think he was playing it on a Dreamcast. And I mentioned to him about it. He said, oh, it's out on the PS2. You can get the special edition. That's Gunbird 1 and 2. I was like, oh, really? So I was looking at it for quite some time, and the prices were really up there. I mean, you was looking at 20, 25, some even more than that. So you can imagine my surprise when I saw it come up for, I think it was $11.99 or something like that. And I think I got a deal sent to me on eBay, you know, where they send you an offer. And it was cheaper than that. So I thought, right, I'm getting this. So, you know, obviously that's Gunbird special edition. Really happy with this. Now, there was a couple of marks on the disc, and I still need to check this because I haven't actually checked it yet. I'm waiting. I've been waiting until I've got some free time so I can just have a really good go on this. Yeah, there was a couple of marks on the disc which I was a bit concerned about. So at some point over the next few days, I'm going to get a blast on this, definitely. The boys back at school. Well, say both my boys are back at school, but obviously only one lives with me. So my youngest is back at school, which means I can actually get in here and have a go without him screaming down his headset on the PS4. So hopefully I'll rectify that and have a go on this in the next few days. So I've got quite a stack here, as you can see already. I mean, I think that's about 6 games I've set aside now that I want to have a good go on. Simpsons Skateboarding. This one I picked up recently, so I haven't had a chance to have a go on it yet. This one, disc is still upside down, but there are a few marks on the disc, but I think it'll be all right. They don't look too heavy. So yeah, that was a recent pickup. Yeah, let's stick that one down now. This one I got purely to show Connor what The Sims was like originally. It was cheap. It was Music Magpie again. I think it was like 2 discs for £3. So I picked it up just so I can show him what it looked like back in the day. So yeah, that's The Sims. Everyone's played this, and I dare say everybody's got it in their PS2 collection, and that is Sonic Heroes, obviously. Again, all complete, very good condition. Then we've got FIFA Street, which apparently was $34.99 originally. And then it says here 99p if you trade in any 4 games. Okay, so you've got to trade 4 games in and pay 99p for this. I think that's a bit over that, isn't it? It's not a bad game, but I wouldn't trade 4 games and pay £1 for it. No way. So anyway, yeah, that's the front. That's the back. Going off on a bit of a tangent there. Manual and disc. This was another Music Magpie one, cheap one. And I got that because Connor likes his football, and I thought he'd enjoy that. FIFA Street. I've been looking at the second one as well because I do think he'd enjoy that. I think these days, if I remember right, they've now started incorporating the FIFA Street into the normal FIFA games. I could be wrong, but what Connor was explaining to me about his latest FIFA seemed to, the way he was talking was like they've put that into that now. So I don't know, I'll ask him later. Good question, actually, thinking about it. Right, and this one, Fight Night 2004. Yes, it hasn't got a case. This was another one I got off my friend. So it's just a disc. I am told this is one of the better Fight Nights though. So at some point I'll have a go on that. And unless I've missed some, that should be on my PS2 collection. So far. So I don't think I've done too bad. I mean, like I say, I've only been recollecting these since I got my PS2, which I think was probably about 6 months, maybe a bit longer ago. Actually, probably longer. And so I don't think I've done too bad. I've picked up quite a few, but obviously I pick up all sorts. So when you consider that I'm getting, DS, Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, PS2, and the list goes on, Mega Drive, because I sort of jumped off of PS2 and all that onto the Mega Drive at Christmas to collect as many of them as I could. So there's a lot of, I'm picking up everything. So I don't think I've done too bad, actually, considering how long I've been recollecting the PS2. So, and to be honest with you, the reason I've slowed down in it is because I haven't really seen anything else at the moment I want. I think there is 1 or 2 I'm looking at. One of them's Siberia, I think it's called, which is a shmup. And I'm trying to get hold of some of the old wrestling games on the PS2, because if you've watched the channel, you've probably seen the 2K16 video I did with Connor. Yeah, the game looks good, but it's crap. I prefer the older ones that don't look so nice, but play really well. So, and I said to him at the time on that video, I'm going to try and get hold of the older ones and show you that they were better games. So yeah, I'm looking at a few of them, and I'm looking at Siberia, and I think there might be 1 or 2 other ones. But I think I've pretty much got most of the ones I actually want at the moment. So yeah, that's my PS2 collection anyway. Hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. It's a little bit different to what we normally do. Obviously, recently I did my Mega Drive collection so far. So this is my part 2 of my PS2 collection so far. I dare say there'll be more. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you have, please like, share and subscribe. And also hit that notification bell so that you're made aware of all our future videos and live streams. And until next time, take care, stay safe. Nerdy Geezer out.